Hi everyone. Today we have come up with another mock interview. This is not a real interview. It is just a mock interview where I'll be interviewing one of the candidates who has 2 to 4 years of experience into RPA. Let's get started with this. And these are the skill sets. Yeah, Shankar, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. Coming to myself, yeah, I'm Shankar and I'm from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. And I have completed my engineering in GMR Institute of Technology, Rajam, Andhra Pradesh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been 3 years I was working in the MNC as an RPA developer, Automation Anywhere A360. Here, I act as a developer and I was involved in business requirement gatherings and I was also involved in various stages of testing, like unit testing, system integration testing, SAT and UAT, like user acceptance testing. And I was also a part of hypercare period too. Uh, Apart from that, coming to my certifications, I was certified with Automation Anywhere Advanced RP Professionals by Automation University, and I
Mm-hmm.
was also certified with RP Certified Automation Trainer, working with one of my official partners. And uh, coming to my projects, I have worked 3 projects so far. Like in my training, it was like I was like a front end developer, and with other 2 projects as an RPA developer. uh, like in my first project, I mainly worked on like automating daily generating reports of an insurance applications, right, application monitoring and daily health checks of an application, and we need to extract the information of an application like start
Mm-hmm.
time and end time and
Yeah, we'll
uh,
come to the project level discussion. So we will
yes.
deep dive onto your projects in the later section of this video. So yeah, it was just for an introduction. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Then I was going through your resume, and over there you have mentioned that you have been involved in the entire project life cycle. So could you please explain me the different phases of RPA project life cycle and the importance of each phase?
Yeah, sure. There were mainly 6 days of 6 phases of a project RPA project life cycle. Like first one is business requirement and feasibility check and solution design and development and testing and deployment and production maintenance. So here for every stage has there are see in see um, in business requirement here, mainly we'll identify the process for the business, which we need to automate, and feasibility check, we need to check like in this process we need to check whether automation is feasible for the process or not. Like we need to verify whether is there any involved in human interventions, mm, multiple authentication, multiple factor authentications, or any handwritten documents are there. If it is there, no, that automation may not be possible, so we need to um, go for a feasibility check. And moreover, solution design page, the solution architect will design the solution design document uh,
Mm-hmm.
with all technical details. And RPA developer, like it's a development phase, and RPA developer will uh, develop the bots and like according to the solution design document. And coming to testing, there are various ways of testing like UAT, and here we need to test the bots. And in coming to the and finally it's a deployment and maintenance. We need to deploy and maintain the
Mm-hmm.
bots as.
So what
Yes.
role did you play? So did
Yeah,
you
I
create a
yeah.
solution diagram,
Yes.
solution design document, or you implemented and deployed?
No. Yes, I was developed a bots. I'm an API developer and I used to be develop a bots.
Mm-hmm. So from your
Yes.
architect or your lead, you must have gotten the SDD, and
SDD, yes.
you had
I
followed
have developed.
whatever there in SDD,
Yeah.
the approach that you followed. Did you
Yes.
face any challenges, or was there any issue where you went back to your tech lead where there was a problem in the approach, something like that? Did you face anything?
It's like No, we have that complete design document it are ran by our solution architect, and if we, I mean, it may we may face the issues during like not in bot development. If we deploy once we'll test the bot, then there may face some issues like we mean like a change in the environments. No, so there we may get some it's due to lack of database server actually load of heavy load our database servers and like website
No, no,
there
I'm
will
asking about your project. In your project, in whatever projects you have done, okay, during your
mm,
experience, did you face any such challenges where you had to go back to your solution architect and tell him, see, boss, I tried the way you have listed the in the document. It is there is some deviation to it. And was there a to and fro discussion, or you simply implemented whatever was given and it was working well?
yeah, coming to my side, I haven't faced any issue that much uh, while automating while developing bots. I haven't faced that type of issues in my project.
Okay, okay. And during hypercare phase, which is the once the bot are in production, once the
Yeah,
bot is go live,
yes,
so there is a
yes,
window, right, where we do a hypercare or a support for the bot. So during that,
yes.
did you observe any challenges? Did you monitor, like, were you involved in that phase?
Yes, I was a small part of that phase. Like
Okay.
there, we need to bug fixing. Yeah.
What did you do during that phase?
See, it's completely different. While bought in under hypercare period, it's like when coming to hypercare period, here, say from our environment in and it's when the bot is in go live, there will be a changing environment, right? So we need to face some issues due to the uh, like web application is not loading because number of users, it depends upon the users, and it may face some errors, right? So we need to fix that.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. So, are you aware about the upcoming release of Automation 360 and the new features that are part of that release?
Um, it's like we have already in A360 we have already new features like RE and Discover bot and IQ bot too.
Mm-hmm. No, no, no. The which version you worked on?
Automation is 360.
Yeah, which version of Automation 360? There are
It's
different versions, right? Dot 29, dot 28.
it's like bot agent version you're asking, right?
No, I'm asking about the release version of the tool. So your control room, right? Your whenever you work on the Automation Anywhere
Yes,
A360,
yes,
every time there is a new release with new set of features.
yes.
Bot agent version is different. The automation control room build version is different. So what was the version where you developed these bots? Are you aware about it, or you
Yes, like version I haven't seen. Yeah.
okay? So you are not aware about the upcoming release also. See, there is an upcoming
Yes,
release. There's a dot 30 version which is planned around this month, October. Okay, you can check
yeah,
offline
yeah.
after this
Okay.
interview. Okay, let's
Sure,
move on
sure,
to the
sure.
next question. So, in your resume, while I was going through your resume, you have mentioned agile methodologies that you have experienced with. So, could you please explain what do you mean by agile methodologies?
Yes. Yeah. I'm having no idea.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm having no idea on that as well.
Okay, you have mentioned it in your resume.
Yes. I need to check once again.
Okay.
Like I have an idea, but I have. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, no problem. Let's move on to the next question. So, did you work on document automation and automation copilot, which was previously known as RE? Have you worked or have you used them in your project?
mm, no, I haven't got chance to use, but even um, I have like just I have a bit knowledge on this automation copilot
Hmm.
documentation. I haven't used it in my project
Okay, what it
before.
is? What is automation copilot?
It's like adding new features to our automation. Like it will establish communication between the users and the users and bots. A real time communication between users and bot that automation copilot will do. It's completely involves artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. That's
Why we will use automation copilot?
I
What
haven't
is the
used it
major
before.
benefit of using automation copilot? I mean, see, I have an RPA bot, so why? What is different? I need to use automation copilot.
Yeah, like
Okay,
sorry, I have no idea.
okay, and document automation, you haven't explored. You
And I haven't explored till now.
okay? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. You have mentioned in your resume that you have performed code reviews and you did debugging sessions as well. So, could you please explain how did you review the code? What was your process of code reviewing? And first of all, you have done the code reviews, right?
Yes,
Okay. So,
like
what
I
was
have done
your
the debugging.
what was
Mm.
your process of reviewing a code? How you used to
Like
review a code, what issues, like how you used to communicate to the developer that these are the problem. So can you please explain that?
see, I have used debugging techniques. Right. Like we need to add some edit logs and error logs. Right. We need to create a config file where we use it to find all we have to create we will create audit log and error logs, right? So where we easily identify the mistakes uh, once the bot deploy. I haven't used I was used code debugging itself. I haven't used like code reviews.
No, but while doing code review, did you follow any template, any checklist that these are the things you need to check in the code? If developer have followed that, did you also use
Mm.
code analysis? There is a code analysis feature available in A360.
Yes, code analysis feature. Yes, we need to follow some like coding policies, right? As a developer, we need to follow some in order to violate those like best practices. We need to follow, right? We need to use error handlers, and we need to use config file, and these are comes under code analysis. Like we need to maintain the
Mm-hmm.
control over number of lines in a bot, and we need to maintain the modularity of bots parent bot and child bot, uh, and these are all comes under code analysis.
So all these things you check while reviewing the code of other developers.
Yes, we
Okay.
yes we
Okay, let's move on to the next question then. You have also mentioned about email automation in one of your project. So I would
yes
like to know what were the challenges you faced and how did you overcome them?
like challenges faced in email automation, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, like
You have
yeah,
described one project, right, where you have used email automation. How did you
yeah,
manage? What
like
were the challenges? Yeah.
mainly we use we have certain actions in an email package to automate email related tasks, and in that see, we'll use send option directly. We have some send option to send an email,
Mm-hmm.
where we use it to give our credentials, which we already stored. Like if we have credential lockers, and we'll store the credential, we'll access, we'll
No, no,
retrieve the
that is
credential.
fine. That is fine. You are explaining me about the package. No, I am asking what challenge did you face while implementing this in your entire bot
Uh,
when you were implementing email notification part? So what challenges did you face? Were there any
like
challenges?
challenges. Yeah, uh,
Hmm.
challenges in the sense like no, like I haven't faced much challenges in this by using email automation.
Okay. I mean, did you worked on email automation? Like,
Yes, I have worked on email.
so all was smooth. There was no issue
While
connecting to the
connecting,
server.
yeah, while connecting to the server, like it depends up like while connecting to the server, we'll use some host name as imap.gmail.com. Uh, like there I haven't faced any issues.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Let's move on to the next question. So now coming to your project. Okay. Whatever three projects you have done. So could you please highlight a complex task that you automated and the return on investment? I mean, the benefits it provided to the company.
um, and complex tasks that automated.
So out of your three projects, whichever
Yes,
project has the complex task, you can explain that. I mean, there was such a scenario where it was a complex, and then you tried something, it didn't work. Like, what was your approach, and then how you automated that, and what benefit did it give to the company? So every process which we automate, there are some
yes,
benefits, right? That's why we are doing it
yes,
automation. Otherwise,
yes, yes,
why will we do, and why the businesses will ask us to do automations, right? So
yes,
I
yes.
want you to describe such complex task or a process where it was,
Ye-
yeah.
Yeah, like in my project, like there was some reinsurance applications which usually running on like weekly or monthly runnings. So in order to automate that, those like there see uh, yeah, I think it was facing like a complex task for me. Like why it like email sorry, the applications running on the timely basis. So in order to automating those applications, with like it will completely depends upon the triggers. Like when the email when the file input file is stored in a folder, like it will depends upon the triggers, it depends upon the file, and it will depend upon the input so for automating those applications I have faced a complex.
Okay.
So yeah, coming to benefits, so if we are automating those, so we haven't wait if we develop a bot for that application, we haven't like on the weekends itself, we haven't we haven't come to log in, and we so in order to cross those it's a high faced challenge.
No, but what were the benefits?
Yeah, let's see, like benefits in the sense see like automating those applications will give you like we haven't sit for we haven't sit for where like it's schedule based bots, right? Even the bots runs itself, we have an employee to spend time on separately. That's the benefit.
Hmm. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So you have also worked with XML, right? That you have mentioned.
Yes.
So could you please describe what was the need in any of your project you have used, right? So why you have used XML?
Now,
Any other?
XML is the best practice to create config files.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, so like I have used XML to create a config file. So there are many ways, but XML, like if you, it's like easy to create an XML using XML as a config file.
Only for easy part you have used, or there are other benefits also? Like, did you consult with your senior developers or your solution architect right before using things? Because
Yes,
there are multiple ways to do same things, right?
yes.
So what was the reason they gave you why to use XML? We could also use
Uh,
JSON config files. We can also use Excel config files. We can
yes,
also use CSV config files, right? So what
yes.
was your main intention to use XML here? I mean, why not other? So I am looking out for that answer.
Yes. No, like I haven't tried like that. Like I haven't compared. Like I was just followed using XML.
Hmm. Okay, fine. Okay, let's move on to the next. So have you used Credential Vault? You are familiar with Credential Vault, right, in A360?
Yes.
So why and where in your project?
Like a credential vault is used to store our credentials, like confidential information or essential information, which are required by running a bot. Like we will
Mm-hmm.
use once we will store it in credential vault, we'll use while we develop the bots. Uh, so yeah, we'll use, first of all, for creating credential, first we need to create a locker for that, and we in after creating a locker, we need to add a credentials name. And so by using this credential, like when it is required, like we will pick the credential, we will retrieve it from credential to develop our bots.
Yeah, that's correct. So basically, for storing all your
So
sensitive
in
data
confidential data, yeah,
and
yes,
confidential credentials. Yeah. Okay.
credential,
Let's
yes.
move on to the next question. Have you worked with any of the Gen AI packages?
No, I haven't
Are
done
you
any.
are you aware? There are in Automation Anywhere. What are the Gen AI packages, or what are the
Yes,
actions that are
chat
available?
GPT. Yeah, yes,
Mm-hmm.
chat GPT is like one. I like it's um, generative artificial gen. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't used it before. Like
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Let it be about your project. In your project you haven't used, but outside of your project, did you try something from your Automation Anywhere bot, invoking something in the Chat GPT like OpenAI? Did you try
Outside.
something out?
No, I haven't explored till. Yeah, I was trying to do that.
Okay. Okay. Let's
Till
move
now, I
on.
haven't explored.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next question then. So did you work on consuming APIs, REST APIs in any of your project?
No, like I have some knowledge on it, but I haven't consumed. Like I haven't used it in my project.
Okay. In any of your project, you haven't used, you haven't consumed any APIs, right?
Yes.
So could you please explain like what is an API?
Yes. The API is like APIs act as communication between two applications
Mm-hmm.
with some rules. Like API, like while using web service is one of the API application.
Mm-hmm.
Like in our automation, we have like we have SOAP and REST web service used in automation.
Yeah.
We have certain some commands, like we have certain actions under it.
Okay.
I haven't used it, yeah,
You haven't used, but okay. Okay.
but yeah,
Are you aware about the methods, different methods available in REST APIs like get and post?
get yes.
So
I was aware.
do you
I
know the
was
difference
aware of.
between get and post?
Yes. If you want get some data from the server, um,
Mm-hmm.
that case we will use get method, and we'll if we want to write some data into the servers, then we will use post method. Yeah. we have some
Mm-hmm.
delete method too.
Yeah,
We
there
want
is
to delete the
delete
data
and
from
there
the
is a
server.
patch
Yeah.
method as well. Are you aware about
Yes,
patch?
patch. Yeah, we need to if you want to modify the resources, that is identified by the URL. If you modify the resource, you
Mm-hmm.
need to use patch method.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next question in the interest of time. Can you explain about exception handling and the logging mechanism in any of your project that you have used?
Yes, like exception handling. Mainly, we will use this exception handling for not to terminate the bot abruptly or suddenly while any exception or runtime error in our bot. So, exception handling mainly consists of three, four. It's a try, catch, and finally and throw. Uh, like try like see if I by we like if we use exceptional link, so the bot if any runtime exception will occurs now, the bot should not terminate abruptly as
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So by using we'll use try, like we'll try for sequence of commands, uh, and we'll try for sequence set of actions, and if for try block we use to try a sequence of commands, and a catch block is used to run a sequence of commands when try block fails with an exception. So finally it will be executed once try and catch completes. So whatever we will give in final, like whatever the actions we will take in final, it will be executed. Like if here we will um, like windows close or something like this. um, so it will be executed, and the bot will run successfully. And apart from that, yeah, catch blacks will catches the exception. What is the, like if we are trying some block of code, right? So if you found any error in there, the catch black will catches the error, and we will log to file the error and error line number and everything. We will log we will log that error
Mm-hmm.
and that line number, so that we'll get to know where it fails and how it fails.
Okay.
And
Mm-hmm.
throw is an action we use it to display a custom exception error message. Set throw will throws an custom exception error message.
Okay. Yeah, we are almost done for the interview. So, how was your experience regarding this interview?
Yes, it like I felt it was good. Like it was good questions. Like you're asking complete yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
yes,
Okay. Do you have
finally.
any? Yeah. In interest of time, do you have any questions for me?
No, nothing else. I just wanted to know the feedback. I think in my mind, it was like I haven't given the confident answers. Yeah, I thought just
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
feeling that, but I
So,
was trying to improve myself from my
Mhm.
end.
So let me
Yeah.
give you a feedback, a quick feedback here. So the
Yeah.
first thing is whatever you have mentioned in your resume, you should be well versed with that. If you
Yes.
don't know that thing, then you should not mention it on on your resume until you can speak about it. Okay. So
Okay.
regarding agile methodologies, right? Then
Yes. Yeah.
whatever you are explaining, if you have worked, try to relate that to your project implementation rather than explaining it a command level on the command level. For example, I asked you email automation, you were saying send command is there, connect command is there, but yeah, the commands are there, but how you have used and why you have used in your project, so that is what will give more clarity to the interviewer. And as you are now 3+ years of experience, so these kind of questions are expected because you are now moving towards or already be playing a role of a senior developer, right?
Yes.
So whatever responses you give to the based on the questions, please try to formulate them first in your mind, try to map them with your actual implementation in the project, and then build up an answer. Okay.
Yes.
So now there will be no straightforward questions, right? Why, what is this command? How to use this command?
Yes. Yes.
That these type of
Yeah.
questions
Yes.
are for freshers, right?
Yes. Fresher. Yes. Yes. Yes.
That is one. That is another feedback. The next feedback is try to explore, try to keep yourself up to date. You should know what version you are working on, what are the features, additional components available, what is the upcoming version, what are the features which are available in the upcoming versions. If you answer these kind of questions, it helps you, like it allows that interviewer to know that this guy is really interested and he goes out of the way. Apart from his work, he also looks for the upcoming, he's following the product roadmap also, he's well versed, aware about what are upcoming features and all, right? He just not
Yes.
only builds a bot, but he's continuously learning also. So that makes yourself well prepared, or it is a good way to
Yes.
project
Yes.
yourself,
Yes. Yes.
right? So you should
Yes.
always uh, try to keep a tap on the upcoming features and all. And the another feedback would be, so you should, what are the new features? For example, Gen AI, now it has almost been 10 months with the advent of chat gpt and Gen AI and all. If you do not get a chance to implement that in your project, at least you should try out your hands using community
Yes. Yes.
edition
Correct.
of Automation Anywhere, and try to connect with these packages and see how it works. So you should know the latest trends and the latest technology that helps.
Ye-
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, these were kind of my feedback from based on whatever discussion we had. I wish you all the very best and hope that you prepare well